Right, en route back to Camp Nobby. As you can see, the sun is going down. So I need to rush around now and batten some wood for my little stove. Should be plenty of dry stuff around, hopefully. I'll put a load under the shelter. And set my bed up, get a brew on. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good night. It's meant to get into the minus figures tonight, so I've only bought my cheap and nasty down DOS bag again. I've got a check bed roll to go underneath it and an air bed, not an air bed, pad. I've also got a Costco down throw just in case, because I don't want my nuts falling off. Anyway, I'll shut you off now till I get into camp. Yeah, wicked. Ta-ra. Right, one of the things I want to test out today is a cheap and nasty little Lixada cooking stove. Now, first thing I'm going to do is to show you when they go together initially. You can tell it's never been used, but yet it's still rusty. The trouble you have with these things is they just do not hold together. Get everything put in. You see what I mean? So, one way to get around this, when you first put it, pull them out flat, like that. So it sits like that, bend it round flat. And for some reason, when you then put it back together, like so, it now all holds together, no problem. Weird, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to be using this tonight, one for a bit of heat, and or just for a bit of change. I haven't tested it, I thought I'd give it a little bit of a review. I'm cheating a bit tonight. I'm just going to use a lighter and some cotton wool buds. As you can see here, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a little self-contained stove. Pick them up for anywhere between a fiver, 10, 15 quid on eBay. So you cut your kindling down into little bits like so, and all you got to do is get that bad boy alight and start feeding it in. That might be a bit big. Some little stuff in there. And then when it's roaring, put your pot on top and you're cooking. Just got to keep feeding it all night long. I'll let you know how that goes. So as you can see there, burning away nicely. Got a load of kindling down there. Should provide me with a bit of heat. It's outside the shelter. It wouldn't matter anyway, the shelter's got a bit of a chimney. But I'm going to get a brew on now, see how long it takes to boil. Happy days. It's actually kicking off some heat, it's quite nice. It's going to get down to the minuses today. I bought a thermometer, I'll leave it outside. Once again, all a bit rushed because I keep turning up in the dark. Never mind. Happy days. Screw on. Literally been on there about 10 seconds. I'll bring you back when it's boiled, give you a bit of a review, but it certainly seems to be holding up all right. I might just keep feeding that all night. I'm not having a fire. Too boggy. Too much hassle. While I'm waiting for the boil, there's that little £10 night vision infrared camera I bought. So as you know, it worked quite well, but the distance wasn't all that. So what I've done, I bought a £7 night vision torch, infrared. As you can see, you can't see anything when I press that button. And let's see how that works tonight. I've got high hopes. Can't beat a bit of Harry Black. That's a rolling boil in 3 minutes. Happy days. Cushy little thing. If you don't want a fire and you want to stay close to it all night, for under a tenner, can't really go wrong. Pack's nice and lightweight, handy to have. Wicked. I'm just going to feed a bit more in that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Brew time. I'll tell you what, that thing is kicking off some serious heat. I'm about 2.5 to 3 foot away from it and I'm toasty. Yeah, quite happy with that buy. Might have to invest in another couple. Lixada, I think it is. Can't remember if I bought it on Geek or eBay, but I have seen the smaller ones on there for, or the bigger ones for about £8. I've just bought one of the gasifier stoves. That was £8 and all, another Lixada one. Can't go wrong with it. I mean, you could always spend 40, 50, 60 quid on a bush box, firebox, whatever. What's the bleeding point? It holds wood and burns. Anyhow, I forgot to bring the can't bloody talk. Gotta say, been proper impressed with that. That's been burning now for what, 2 hours. Still got a load of kindling left. It's chucking off some proper heat. Ain't walked that much. Yeah, proper good buy. Happy days. Good health. Had a load of pheasants coming in, a couple of ducks. Wonder what else will truffle through here tonight. I don't want to wake up with some bleeding fox licking my face. That bed's quite comfy. I haven't slept on the ground in way over 14 months. I've always been in the hammock, so tonight will be a first. Quite optimistic. Don't know whether to do myself some snap or not. I ain't got a great deal. Got some noodles and fish, bacon grill, the normal staples. Or I could just stick with my beer, get my head down early. I'm going to put some tunes on, I think. Tunes! Well, they never said it was going to hail. He's hammering it down. Wigwam's holding up. That's definitely hail. Hey, proper test. As you can see, after that hailstorm, I've had to make a little bit of a remedial and put a little flap to cover my feet. Anyway, it's about 9:30. Not a lot going on. I'll crack another beer and I'm going to hit the hay. I won't be going to sleep, obviously, unless that listen to a bit of music and just chill out. I had a bleeding nightmare. I thought I lost my little tiny sugar cube type camera, and as you can imagine, if you look at the state of this place, I thought if I tread that in the mud, it's a goner. Anyway, been a good night. Bed's actually fairly comfy. Don't know if I'll sleep or not, but I'll certainly give it a crack. Might even treat myself to another roll. Well, the police helicopter's been buzzing around overhead. Obviously not after me, but if the blokes have legged it into the woods, I might get a rude raking by a couple of Alsatians. Hey ho. Yeah, bed's quite comfy. Obviously nowhere near as comfy as a hammock. Only trouble with these overnighters, I mean, you've got no one to bounce off, so you just waffle crap to the camera. Anyway, I'm going to crack a beer, listen to a bit of tunes, get my head down. Unfortunately, this is on a little bit of an angle, so I may end up in a ball in that mud pit at the end. But we'll find out. I'll catch you in the morning. Well, it's about 11 o'clock at night. Toasty warm in my DOS bag. Plenty of wildlife around here. Here's some snorting and some shuffling around. Loads of pheasants cawing. But there was a weird one. Just out of nowhere went, "Rah!" It was almost like a screaming goat. Could have been a pheasant. Who knows? If it comes in here, it's getting eaten. But yeah, it's about 2 degrees inside the shelter according to the thermometer, so it's not too bad actually. Happy days. Shut-eye time. Morning. Well, 5:45. I slept. I wouldn't say it was the best night's sleep I've had. No, I got a couple of hours in, it was alright. Definitely not giving up my hammock though. Blowing a hoolie outside still. It was, yeah, proper windy all night. But you wouldn't have known it in here, to be fair. She's held firm, held strong. Lovely job. I'm going to whack a brew on now, start packing up, because it's still pitch black and very, very muddy. And get out of Dodge. Pretty cold though. Ta-ra. Brew on, bacon grill ready to go on. Living the dream. She's a bubbling. Yeah, been a good cushy night. Little review of that stove. As I say, it cost me about tenner, top end, off eBay. There's plenty of them about. It's really lightweight, cheap as you like, efficient, keeps you bleeding warm. And it is not going to replace my alcohol stoves, but yeah, proper impressed with it. I don't know what more you get with the likes of the firebox and stuff. I can't see the point. After I bent it back, it don't fall apart anymore. Yeah, wicked little thing. I'm going to dig into my brew and eat my bacon grill. Ain't camping unless you have bacon grill. If it's light enough, I'll see you on the walkout. Now, I know it's not exactly news to anyone, but if anyone is toying with the idea of getting one of these LK35s, they are the shizzle. I've got in there down DOS bag, check army bedroll, roll mat, spare down throw, change of clothes, another down jacket. Oh, you've got everything in there. As I say, normally I'll be carrying a 70 litre rucksack on an overnighter in the middle of winter. 35 litre, not a problem. Comfy as you like. I've not modded it or anything, put any pouches on it, and it's still holding everything I needed to hold. What, 15, 16 quid from Military Mart, I think it was. Can't go wrong. So that's where I were last night. Too bleeding dark to see anything. No rubbish or anything left. Just footprints in the mud. Right, on the walk out now. I'm blinding myself with this bleeding light. Yeah, everything worked out well. Shelter held up. I'm going to stop walking just for now. Shelter held up. That little firebox thingy, whatever you call it, Lixada stove, awesome. Bed was comfortable enough. I would not be trading it from a hammock though. I've said that about 18 times now. Yeah, all good. I think I'm just about going to beat the rain, which is a bonus. Good night, was that by all? I'll see you when I see you. There's some stuff up here that I'm duck and I can't see because the light's in my eyes. So rather than me brain myself and swear like a docker, like that, I'll be bidding you a grand farewell. Ta-ra!